Ugandans are not spending as much as they should on goods and services as prices remain stubbornly high. But as the central bank fights to bring down inflation, a layer of dissemblers, including investors' flight to safety, is not helping matters, says officials.
The prevailing conditions of reduced aggregate demand and increasing supply are mitigating strong inflationary pressures. However, risks of elevated inflation persist. The recent CBR increase has had a spillover effect of stabilizing the shilling exchange rate. However, the shilling remains vulnerable due to outflows of short-term foreign investor funds from the domestic market in search of attractive yields in other markets and strong domestic demand by corporates.
At early morning before the Central Bank's Monetary Policy Committee meeting, traders closed shop, protesting high taxation. The Central Bank warning tax proposals may shrink credit, but brushing off fears of a prolonged strike.
Shortfalls in tax revenue relative to targets may necessitate tax hikes or increased domestic financing, which could potentially crowd out the private sector credit growth.
End of last week at a dinner organized by the Private Sector Foundation to break the fast for Muslims, the traders' spokesperson Issa Sechito saying the Finance Economic Affairs Director has already reported their grievances to the President.
But he has also whispered to me, ladies and gentlemen, that he has already written back to the President about whatever the President requested from us or from them, so that he could take a decision on the controversial issues that are threatened to cause some disharmony between the business community and the government.
If the traders decided to close their shops and revenue fall, and then the government doesn't spend, that's one of the channels. But we don't believe that traders can close the shops and the government fails to get revenue to spend etc. at the moment.
Back to the central bank, the governor also allaying fears that the recent constitutional court ruling on the anti-homosexuality law is fueling the shilling depreciation in this period.
Depreciation that we've had is largely on account of other developments, such as the differential between the yields on Uganda government securities and other securities of the peer markets. Now, since the upholding of that law last week, I've not seen any impact as yet on the Uganda currency. If anything, I've seen an appreciation since then. So how you want, maybe it's still too early to assess the impact.
Despite these economic events, the Bank of Uganda says the economy remains stable, but growth could be constrained by global shocks, the shilling depreciation, among others, putting forecasts for the financial year 2023-24 at 6%. Musiime, NTV Tonight, Business.